and welcome back to the last part of the Les Paul build. As you can see, it's all complete. I think you'll agree, it looks really nice. Got the gold hardware and pickups in there. Use a bit of YouTube magic now and go back in time and see how it was done. Right, so the wiring kit has arrived, which is a complete kit. It did come with a white toggle switch button, which I'm going to have to swap for a black one, which is no problem. Thing is, I'm pretty new to Les Paul wiring, so I don't know if that goes in the up position or goes that way around. So I'll have to do some research on that, but I think I'll just pop it in place for now. And it's come pre-soldered, but to get the actual wiring through, I'm going to have to thread it through the hole in there. So I'm going to have to either unsolder this or cut it anyway. So I think I'm probably going to cut it and then resolder it at the pot end, I think. So I'm going to do that now. Also, I'm not sure, I think one with the capacitors are probably the volume pots, I think. They feel quite smooth actually, not too bad. Quite tight, but that feels quite smooth. So again, I'll have to do some research, which one goes where, etc. But I think it's also come with the jack plug pre-soldered. So all those wires there, I've got to go through to there. Seems pretty simple. All we need to do now is find something to thread that through and then follow those through. But I think I'm just going to snip these at this end, probably closer to that end. I think there's my earth wire there, which is going to go on to there. That's easy enough done. Solder that to that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to cut those there, tape them up a little bit and see if I can thread them through. So I snipped the wires and just tied them off with a little bit of masking tape. Threaded that one through, so just got to work out which is going to be the top and which is going to be the bottom. That's easy enough done. Put the little finishing plate on there, so I'm just going to bolt that in place. Find the parts, there we go. Yeah, I think when I get a black little finish, I think I'll make it look a lot nicer. I'm not keen on the white. Get all the little bits with this kit, which is quite good. And then like that. I did it so the wiring's actually going that way from the actual block. So I'm assuming that is the correct way. But again, like I say, I'll nip online, get a wiring diagram and check which is the correct way to do it. Okay, that's quite nice. Pity that's not gold, but hey ho. Got the black with the gold writing on there. You can see that on camera. Not quite straight, is it? There we go, it's better. I'll get a socket on there in a minute, or a spanner just to nip that up. Right now, so I'm assuming this goes through there. Then comes out the other side of there, I think. To get myself a piece of thicker wire to use like a guide, so I might have to just do that and then tape that on there, I think. Yep. As long as I take that to there. And hopefully this can pull through. It's not too thick. Because I think I've got to get the pickup wires through there as well. Not that one on the other side now. So I've got to get the pickup wires through there as well. There we go. Yeah. nice. Yeah, there should be plenty of room for the pickup wires, I think. Then I think that is going to go through the other side. It's on a bit of a learning curve for me for the Les Pauls. Well, it just came off. Come off. Yeah, it's right, it's fine. Like I said, I've only done Strats before. I think I'll keep that for when I do the pickups. Oops. So it's going to go through there like that. Like I was saying before, there's a jack plug. So the jack plug I should be able to just slide through. That should just come off there. I can swap it for that one on there, but that one's gold, which is... That's only the centre section, so that should be alright. So that should be easy enough. And the pots, take it there, repair, so that's tone and volume. Soldering looks a bit weak, so I may put a little bit more solder on there. Yeah, I'm going to definitely get a wiring diagram for there, so I'll take it, that must be the, that's got to be the volume, I think. So I'll do that and that, I think. Red one goes to there. I can always swap these around, pretty much easy to get to. That goes to the earth. Pull that right nice and neat, so that's going to go to there. I'll solder that in a sec. Go in there like that. It goes in there like that. I think you'll probably have the volume closest. Get the volume closest to the pick up the tone there, like you do on a Strat. I'd have thought so. It's a bit tight there, so I think I'm going to have to file that out a sec. I'm going to get my little file. So she just build up a paint and lacquer. See if that comes through. There we go. Yes, better. Okay, so that one. I'll do the same with that one, I think. It's a bit tight. Yeah, perfect, it's better. Nice and smooth. That was a little bit scratchy. So that's why I'm assuming that's the tone and that's the volume. We'll confirm that. I'll just do the other ones. Like that. So I've got to solder the wire to that for the pickups. That should be easy enough to do in. I'll solder that to that, that back to that, and that back to that. That's to the earth. No, sorry, that to that. And goes to there. There we go. Okay. Right, let's put the clamps on the side. Nip those up. I don't want to go massively tight with them because the lacquer will probably be still soft. Just to nip them up. Plus I've got to make sure they're the correct orientation. Now I think I'll unscrew that, unscrew the jack plug, put that back into it, thread the wire through, get rid of soldering the rest in, I suppose. It's quite nice, so we'll just put that through there and screw it back in. like so. So that bit's pretty much done. So what I'll do is I think I'll do all the soldering when I get the pickups. But I think it looks pretty straightforward. It should be quite easy, I think. Not too complicated. And then I've got the new covers, which I think will look quite nice. I'm going to probably get some gold screws to set that off as well. I've got that one there. Yeah, definitely going to get gold screws, I think. Get those ordered. Pre-order those at the same time as the pickups, and I can get all the wiring and all the finishing off done. Give myself a set of Ernie ball strings, and we'll string it all together and see what it sounds like. Right, so it's been a few days, it's just over Christmas, so we've all had a nice safe Christmas. As you can see, pickups have arrived, they're all in. The volume and tone buttons are all on as well, just gone for the classic sort of gold look. And we're all wired up, all ready to go. The wiring wasn't too bad actually. I found a nice little diagram online, and I did find out that actually the pots with the capacitors are the tone ones, not the volume, so I swapped that round. It's quite an easy wiring job actually. Like I said before, the actual loom came all pre-wired anyway. The only hard part I had was actually threading the wires through the actual apertures through here to here, so I had to actually ream that out a little bit with a file just to get a little bit more room to get all the wiring through. But we're pretty much all there. These are Alnico vintage humbuckers from Northwest Guitars. It's the ones I was looking at on eBay I missed out on. It's nice to have the plastic protective thing on there, that was really nice. Yes, I'm pretty happy with it so far. So what we're going to do next, you see it all, it's all working. So what we're going to do next, we're going to get some strings on there. I've gone for the Super Slinkies, Ernie ball of course. Usually when I get my strats I go for the extra Slinkies which start at an 8. So these are slightly thicker, starting at a 9. I've used these before on a couple of strats before. I do prefer a thinner string, but as this is a hard tail as well, I think it should be fine. I also, while I was on the Northwest Guitars website, I got some gold screws, as you can see here. I also got a gold neck plate. I thought I'd go the whole hog and might as well just go for a gold bit, like I said I was going to do before, instead of the silver one. I think it's a lot better. Yes, I'm really pleased with it. And I also got the lock-in strap nuts as well. Is get some strings on it. We'll give it a test. So we're all strung up. It needs tuning again. It keeps going out of tune, but I think that's because they're new strings. I had to adjust the truss rod quite a bit to actually bring the neck flat. It's still quite a high action for me, so if I can't adjust the neck anymore, I may see if I can actually mob the bridge, bring that down a little bit. To be honest, it wasn't that difficult build. The most difficult thing was actually threading the wires through the actual apertures, etc. But I think a Stratocaster is probably an easier build than this because everything's open, of course. I'm not 100% happy with the wiring on the pots yet. They're nice and smooth. The tone isn't fantastic. I think I'm going to have to adjust that, maybe mod the wiring slightly, have a look online so we can get a better wiring diagram and change that over so I can get a few better sounds out of it. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll tune up and we'll have a listen. So there you go, really happy with it. The only thing I'm not too happy with is the action at the bottom here. It's really high, but that's something that can be addressed at a later date. So in total it probably cost me, including the body, neck and all the hardware, including paint as well, probably about £250 to build. So it's not too bad for a, a pretty decent guitar really. With a little bit of skill, a little bit of patience, you can actually build yourself. So if you've liked this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. And I've just remembered, by the way, I've got some gold paint, so I could do another one. Nice gold top. What do you reckon?